Jim and Edna are both mental patients. One day, Jim jumps into the swimming pool but doesn't come up for air. Quick as a flash, Edna sees her friend in trouble, so she dives in and pulls him out. Later, the hospital director calls Edna into his office and says, "Edna, I've got some good news and some bad news. The good news is we are releasing you as you are obviously sane and for saving another's life. But unfortunately, the bad news is that Jim hanged himself in the bathroom." "Oh no," Edna replies. "That's where I put him to dry." Every day, a male coworker walks up very close to a lady at the coffee machine, inhales a big breath of air, and tells her that her hair smells nice. After a week of this, she can't stand it anymore, so she takes her complaint to a supervisor in the personnel department and asks to file a sexual harassment grievance against him. The human resources supervisor is puzzled and asks, "What's threatening about a coworker telling you your hair smells nice?" The woman replies, "It's Frank, the midget." A man was invited for dinner at a friend's house. Every time the host needed something, he preceded his request to his wife by calling her "my love," "darling," "sweetheart," etc. His friend looked at him and said, "That's really nice after all of these years you've been married to keep saying those little sweet names." The host said, "Well, honestly, I've forgotten her name." A man saw a lady with big breasts. He asked her, "Excuse me, can I bite your breasts for $1,000? She agrees, so they go to a secluded corner. She opens her blouse and the man puts his face in her breasts for 10 minutes. Eventually the lady asks, "Aren't you going to bite them?" He replies, "No, it's too expensive." Two engineering students were walking across campus when one said, "Where did you get such a great bike?" The second engineer replied, "Well, I was walking along yesterday, minding my own business, when a beautiful woman rode up on this bike. She threw the bike to the ground, took off all her clothes, and said, 'Take what you want.'" The second engineer nodded approvingly and said, "Good choice. The clothes probably wouldn't have fit." An ugly, fat, bad woman with 2 kids enters Walmart, shouting angrily at the kids for no reason. The man at the reception says cheerfully to her, "Good morning and welcome to Walmart. Cute kids. Are they twins?" The horrible woman stopped shouting, just enough to say, "Hell, they're not twins. The older is 9 and the other is 7. Are you blind or just stupid?" "No, madam. I'm neither blind nor stupid. I just can't get that there's a man out there who had sex with you twice." A knight was getting ready for the crusade. He turned to his friend and told him, "My fiancée is the most beautiful girl in the world, and I can't imagine her being with someone else while I'm gone. You're my best friend, and I trust you. Here's the key for her chastity belt. In case I never get back, unlock her and set her free." When the crusade knights were a mile away from the village, the knight got an urgent message. The message read, "Mate, you gave me the wrong key." A drunken man gets on the bus late one night, staggers up the aisle, and sits next to an elderly woman. She looks the man up and down and says, "I've got news for you. You're going straight to hell." The man jumps up out of his seat and shouts, "Man, I'm on the wrong bus." A lawyer trying to get tickets to a Broadway show finally settled for a couple of seats a year in advance. When the exciting night arrived and he sat down in his seat, a woman in front of the lawyer noticed the empty seat next to him and asked why such a valuable commodity was unused. The lawyer replied that his wife couldn't make it. The woman asked him if he didn't have relatives or friends who could have used the seat. He replied, "Oh, they're all at the funeral." I just had an argument with a girl I know. She was saying how it's unfair that if a guy fucks a different girl every week, he's a legend. But if a girl fucks just 2 guys in a year, she's a slut. So in response, I told her that if a key opens lots of locks, then it's a master key. But if a lock is opened by lots of keys, then it's a shitty lock. That shut her up.